Hello and welcome to our second edition of the WattFabrik Werkstour, your weekly dose of indoor cycling that's as refreshing as a ride in the cool morning breeze. We look at upcoming updates on Zwift, followed by the exciting results of our WattFabrik Race, the Zwift Racing League and the Dirt Series, and to top it all off, we take a look at indieVelo, the up-and-coming new Zwift competitor. Zwift is bringing some cool updates in the coming weeks and months to warm you up this winter. The Zwift companion app will soon make it easier to plan your rides and workouts. No more rummaging around when you want to pedal, just select it in the app and off you go. It's so practical that you could almost forget to put on your cycling shorts. And hey, our Zwift avatars are getting a makeover in February. No more yesterday's faces, we're talking about a fresh new look. There's also good news for all Apple Watch owners. Zwift will now also display heart rate data from your Apple Watch. Now you can not only see your heart beating for cycling, but also on the screen. The Zwift Games start in February. It's like the Olympics, but for us cycling enthusiasts. Community racing, sprint stages, a stage for endurance riders, and one for the mountain goats among you, there's something for everyone. You can either compete in all 5 races as a stage race or choose your favorite stages. Every day in March. There will be more information in one of the next broadcasts. Now, how many of you are feeling festive? The Zwift Festive 500 Challenge is back. Ride 500 kilometers between Christmas and New Year, whether on Zwift or outside, and earn an event badge and the Festive 500 kit. And for the diehards among you, mark the 26th of December in your calendar. The WattFabrik Rapha 500 ride starts at 7 o'clock. Yes, you heard right, 500 kilometers in one go with short breaks every 100 kilometers. A challenge that would make even Santa Claus break out in a sweat. Last week, we reported on the new Zwift levels up to 100, and now there is an overview of all the rewards on Zwiftinsider. Take a look, maybe the long-awaited cycling socks are among them? You can find the link in the video description. And now for the red-hot results from yesterday's WattFabrik Points race on the picturesque Sand and Sequoias course, which was lapped twice. We streamed the race live for you.
So, jetzt kommt das Finale, ne?
So, jetzt Vollgas, Vollgas. Hopp, 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 hopp.
Jetzt setzt er auch
Super
an.
Position.
Super, und er hat sogar
Komm, Roman, jetzt.
You can find the full-length stream on our channel. It was a neck-and-neck race in Category A, but in the end, Saad Carradine took the win with an impressive 96 points. Very close behind, like a shadow on a downhill run, Rainer Beckers landed in second place with 94 points, and Ingo Reichert roared onto the podium with 89 points. In Category B, Mark Vermeer from the Netherlands took first place. Oscar RJ from Team PETA Z, who is obviously not only fighting for animal rights, but also for the podium, secured second place, just 1 point behind. Mike Walkie from Team Wessex RC snatched third place. Category C was dominated by Rudiger Reiko, who took first place with a commanding performance. His teammate from WattFabrik, Roman Edelhelfer, followed in second place, while Graham Sands from Team Sisu Racing completed the podium. In Category D, it was a family celebration for Team WattFabrik. Christian Scherb secured first place, closely followed by Ulrich Scherb in second place. Get your bikes ready for next week, because the Coast Crusher course is coming up. A sprinter's paradise, with points awarded at 6 different banners. I hear that Team Ruhr riders might be taking part. Let's see if they get pedaling before Christmas. Now we dive into the pulsating results of the 5th round of the Zwift Racing League, and boy was it a race on the 32-kilometer course, the Mukkeljen. The crisp short climbs demanded everything from the riders. Let's start with the Wattgockels, 6th place in the race and 8th place currently in the overall standings. The star of the day was Jens Schumann, who won the race. His 3rd victory in this ZRL round, the man is simply unstoppable. Kiss My Back Wheel finished 7th in the race and takes a strong 4th place overall. Sina also secured a place in the top 10, a strong performance. Nils Froese was the man of the hour at TCECX and almost single-handedly brought the team to 6th place. With 4 FAL and 2 FTS points and an excellent 5th place at the end, he really showed what he is made of. The team is in 6th place in the overall standings. And then we have WattBeats in 7th place in the race and also in the overall standings. Corinna Siegel and Vivian Bonschitz were the sprint stars for the team. The grand finale is coming up next week, and we will then take our time to take a close look at the final results of all the teams. It's off to Watopia for a slightly longer team time trial known as the Triple Flat Loops. The total distance is 36.3 kilometers with 162 meters of elevation gain. Although mostly flat, there are a few short climbs that require special attention. It's all about knowing when to increase your power to maintain high speeds and when to recover a little. Prepare well and good luck. The points race on the UCI Richmond course got really exciting this week. The Platinum team took 7th place and is now in 6th place overall. The team had to cope with a few withdrawals, but Timo Kaiser scored some decent points in the sprint. It remains exciting, as the gap to the pursuers in the overall standings is melting like ice in the sun. Team Amethyst put up a brave fight and secured 6th place. They are proudly in 3rd place in the overall standings. It's like standing on the podium and letting the wind blow through your hair, if you're not wearing a helmet, of course. And then we have Team Sapphire. The guys have secured 2nd place in the race and in the overall standings. Someone is in the fast lane. The grand finale of the Dirt Racing League is also coming up next week. And this will be no ordinary final. We're talking about a double stage, a short points race, followed by an individual time trial. It's going to be a feast for the eyes, so don't miss it. indieVelo, Zwift's up-and-coming competitor, has once again made a splash this week. After the regular Monday update, which, as always, brought some improvements, came the real bombshell. indieVelo is now available for Android devices, but initially only for members of the exclusive Founders Club. indieVelo is also working on a version for Apple TV, iPads, and iPhones. The release is already planned for the first quarter of 2024. The PC and Mac version of indieVelo will remain available as a free beta for everyone. And let me tell you, it's worth trying out. The physics and behavior of the avatars in the field are top-notch, almost as if you were really on the road. Don't worry, the software runs smoothly even on older hardware. But now comes the highlight for all racing enthusiasts. indieVelo has introduced real-time anti-cheating measures that take conspicuous riders straight out of the race. This means that cheaters can no longer have any influence on the race result. And the system does not work with fixed thresholds, but creates an individual profile for each rider to assess their abilities. If someone clearly exceeds these limits, they will be disqualified. If you want to be part of this innovative cycling experience, take a look at the video description. There you will find the link to register and download. So that's it for today. Don't forget to check out the registration link for the Rapha 500 ride in the video description. Of course, we also welcome comments and feedback. The next issue will be back next Friday. Keep your ears to the ground and stay on track. See you next time at the WattFabrik Werkstour. Your Cadencia.